Hey there, Mark Satterfield here. Thanks for joining me and Sam, who's decided to pop in and sit in on our little get together this morning. Hope you are doing well. It's a Sunday morning. Sad news is Miami lost in a bitterly cold contest out in Kansas City. Sam apparently is very bored with that, but both my trainer Jay and I are bummed about that. But hey, look, I just got back from Vegas. Was attending the Traffic and Conversion Summit. If you're into any of this marketing, internet, grow your business stuff, it is definitely the conference you want to attend, and I like it for a variety of reasons. One of which is it gives me an opportunity to just kind of reflect on what's taken place over the last year and what do I want to do for the forthcoming year. And the one of the nice things about traffic and conversion is, of course, you get a lot of tactics and strategies and brand new shiny objects, which all, of course, are overlaid with this fine patina of AI. And and I don't mean that in a dismissive way because they're pretty freaking awesome. A lot of the capability, but I would say that the other real benefit is that it does give you a chance to kind of think about yourself and your business and what you're trying to accomplish. Because I'm a huge believer in conscious creation. And by that, what I mean is that I am, and you're probably the same way, you are a little kind of mosaic of the various people that you have met along the way. There's certain attributes, there's certain characteristics, there's certain things that people do that you admire, and you incorporate those into your own persona. And I do that. And I have done that throughout my entire life. So, really, who I am today is this, as I say, mosaic. The challenge winds up being that mosaic is largely going to be determined by the quality of the people that you're interacting with. So if you're interacting with in your day-to-day life, kind of the same old people, if you're going to, the same bar that you went to 10 years ago, if you're hanging out with the same group of people that you were 10, 15 years ago, and if they have been elevating their game, totally cool. But if they plateaued, if they have gotten to a point where, it's a job, dude. What I'm really living for is I'm living for my family. I'm living for my buddies. I'm living for my hunting and fishing, and not dissing hunting and fishing, but uh, that is a different mindset than someone who is really focused on that entrepreneurial journey, trying to accomplish everything they possibly can. And so the mosaic that you develop, if you're hanging out with the people who are job focused rather than entrepreneurial career focused, is going to be very different. So the question you have to ask yourself is, who are you hanging out with? Because part of who the one of the big benefits, and I preach this a lot to doing business with the affluent and successful, is not only that they're a good group of people to work with, and it's not only that they can afford what you have to offer, it's really what you learn from them. Because in building that mosaic, if your customers and your clients are these wealthy, successful people, guess what? You're going to start to find little pieces that you can incorporate into your own personal mosaic. And so I say, conscious creation, that's really what I'm referring to. The big part that most of us need to work on, and it was a big issue for me for many, many years, is that self confidence. Because in order to interact with the successful and wealthy, we have to have a level of confidence. Otherwise, you'll blow it off. Otherwise, you will find excuses that are very, very understandable and very, very reasonable, at least to you, in terms of why you're not doing it. But until you get to the level where you've got that comfortableness in yourself, you're not going to go out and actually try to develop those relationships, accelerate your own particular game. As someone once said, you can't outperform your own self-image, and that is very, very true. Okay, so the next question winds up being, how do we increase that confidence, and how do we do it in the context of this conscious creation? How do we do it in the context of getting myself positioned and ready to interact, deal with, serve a client base that is exclusively comprised of people who are wealthy and successful. And there's a lot of ways to do it. There's one program that I would recommend to you, and this is terribly self-serving, but hey, I'm a marketing guy, so what can you expect? But I did create a program called Unshakable Inner Confidence, and there's a link right below the video that you can check it out and see if it resonates with you. And if so, take it for a drive. If it for some reason doesn't work for you, let me know. No harm, no foul. I'll refund you your money. You can keep the program. You're part of my community. I'm not worried about someone just kind of quote unquote ripping me off. That isn't the issue. But it's worked well for a lot of my clients. It's the same tools and process I use to create my own mosaic of conscious creation, and I think it'd be helpful for you, especially if you're saying to yourself, hey, look, I'm doing the same thing over and over again. I'm interacting with the same group of people over and over again. Hey, they are swell guys and gals, but they're not the kinds of people I can really learn from to build that mosaic that's going to take me to that next level. So links right below the video. Check it out, and I think you find it valuable. Anyway, that's what I got for you today. Sam, you got anything? Nah. Sam's asleep. Good for Sam. Marion and I are off to Tampa, Florida tomorrow. Never been to Tampa. If you happen to be in Tampa and can recommend something that's really cool to do there, drop me a message. As always, thank you so much for being a part of my community. I hope you're a subscriber to my social channels. If not, please do, and do me a solid and pass this on to other people that you know who are looking to attract affluent, wealthy, and successful clients. It's good karma for you, good for them, and hey, yeah, of course, it's good for me. All right, till I talk to you next time. This is Mark Satterfield. Bye for now.